we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas offense will have first crack at this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lincoln. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got a man. It's Price. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Waits out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And
nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go to the draw. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it quick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Looking for room. It's Dorsey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The solid return there offsets some of the flight yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just
Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try the counter. Have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're number one in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful year.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The give on the inside. On the move at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the Longhorns are in the red zone. They'll try the run. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Fourth down coming up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to set up the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the Saints. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll toss it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lanning. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Got it in the middle. It's Dorsey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally...
He's got it, 1st down and more. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first one.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Texas.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and get...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connections.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Running into the open space. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of pop. But, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throwing.
Breaks into the open. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Vols will punt this one away. Now on the return. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching